Mark, how you doing? Welcome to Stay Paid.
Excellent. Thanks, guys. How are you?
Mark, man, it's great to have you on the show. I really appreciate you calling in, willing to be part of this. Would love to hear from you. You know, I've been asking people, what is the big problem that we can help you with? I mean, I'm sure there's a myriad of adversity that you're facing or struggles to try to grow a business, but what's the main thing that you think is blocking you from going to the next level?
So I've been in business for over 20 years. I have a good, solid book of business. I'm doing quite well, but I think I've hit a plateau, right? I need to figure out how to get that energy back, how to get to that, over the hump place. I'm a solo realtor. I don't have a team. And I have always just kind of gone on gut and spirit, right? And I know that there are statistics about, how many touch points I have to have and how many calls I have to make, but I've never actually sat down and made that plan. So I'm just looking for a way to create that plan of calls and touch points and that can break me out of this plateau and put me over the top.
Yeah. The good news is so many people are in your position, brother. Like there's every time we talk to people, it's the same exact thing. And I'm talking like veterans, like we sit down with the top 20% at KW all the time. And it's the same thing. They're crushing it. I mean, these are top producers and we're like, what's your system? Well, I'm using Excel, how many calls do you make? I have no clue.
Right. Like I've been in it for so long. I just stay in touch with my past clients, right?
Yeah.
And I get the referrals and things are moving.
Yep. In other words, you've been going by your talent.
Yep.
And now you want to increase your talent 10x fold by using systems and leverage. Like that. That's the key, man. It's like you're a solopreneur where you are the person that is doing everything. And now you got to figure out how do you get other things to do things for you. So that's awesome. I would love, Cody, to hear your take on this. I mean, you're the operational guy. You're running all the operations. How do you walk that through with agents?
Yeah. So my first question is, Mark, what are you currently doing to keep track of everyone?
I have my CRM that everybody goes into. It keeps track of all of my conversations, communications, emails, that kind of stuff. And, I'm old fashioned as well. I have my daily, list that I just write everything down. I need to call Fred on Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
awesome. And, go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. No. So for me, it's just about making sure I stay in my to-do list and stay in my CRM and am reaching out to people.
Perfect. And what are you're at a position of plateau. What's your goal that you're trying to get to? Like, do you have a goal in mind that you want to get after?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to, hang on one second. I have my spreadsheet, right?
That's good.
So I'm trying to get to 20 million in sales. And right now I'm at like, I've plateaued between 9 and 10, right?
Okay.
So that's kind of where the new spot that I'm trying to reach.
Yeah. And just so you know where we're at in the market, the reason we have these questions coming up, just like your question, is because the market has restricted. And everyone that doesn't track what they're doing to get to their goals is in the same exact spot.
Well,
every single person is like, we just don't have as many transactions, so more action. And it's not what people want to hear, but more action has to take place, which is why tracking is so important. So we were just on with someone else who had the same, kind of problem. It's like, what are you doing right now? And if that is leading to a certain result, we really just have to double it. And if we look at that, we go, there's a certain capacity, to the number of repeat referral business that you're going to get in your database. So we may have to look at adding another pillar to your business. And so the next question, would be really like, what are your pillars? Is it just repeat and referral sphere of influence business, or do we have other business coming in?
So I'm also, I was around in 2008 when the market crashed, right? And I had to pivot and do short sale and foreclosure prevention, right? And that's what kept me afloat for those years. I've also opened sort of a probate. I've added a probate component to my business because that's kind of recession proof, right? And trying to systematize working that up into a larger pillar in the business as well.
Okay, so what does it look like to systemize that?
Well, I'm getting the cases. We have a system for calling all the administrators and executors and adding, home clean out services and adding, hey, you inherited this house and there's a beehive in the chimney. How do you get that out? Like, all the care services that someone in that position may need. And so now we're trying to just get the word out about that as an additional pillar.
That's great.
Yeah, that's great. How many deals have come from that this year?
We've gotten 2 closed so far this year.
Okay.
And the pipeline is starting to fill up, which I like, because normally you contact these folks, they just filed, right? They have to get authority from the court. So it's going to take a while. And at the same time,
can I step back, Mark, and ask you, because all that's really good. And I think you are doing actually great stuff there. I honestly do, from a marketing perspective. But getting to the genesis of your question of basically, I need to develop the plan.
Yeah.
Right. And so, Cody, you're spot on. Like, what's the goal? I'm plateauing at 9 to 10. I want to get to 20. So then you go what Steven's saying, which is, hey, well, what has gotten you to 9 or 10? You need to know that. Mm-hmm. And that basically then tells you, all right, if I'm getting to 9 or 10 with this activity, you must ask the question, can I do more of the current things I'm doing and get double, or am I limited by bandwidth? I physically cannot do more, or I physically don't have enough leads coming in for my database to do more. Yep. So there is a natural barrier that then goes, I need another lead pillar. And then you have to do the same process. What's my goal for this lead pillar that I'm going to try to get? What are my activities that I must do daily? Right. And so we don't have time necessarily on this full call to go in, but I would be asking you the question of, we're in a month. What is the goal for this month? So you have your annual goal, but what is the goal for this month? And then reverse down to, what are the activities that you are doing weekly, that you are doing daily, down to what you are doing hourly, if not within 15-minute blocks. So if I was auditing your business, Mark, what I would ask is, tomorrow morning, do you already have your calendar set for tomorrow of the activities you will be doing? Or are you more reactive versus proactive, right? It's the Stephen Covey type methodology, but you got to begin with the end in mind. And what I'm hearing from you is, you have the big goal, but you're not going back now and going, hey, I need to now map out what my daily activities will be. And the only way to do that is to essentially go, here's my goal. What am I doing currently? That's getting me to X. Do I have the bandwidth to do more of that? If I don't, what other lead pillar will I commit to? And a lot of the hard part of this is there's not clear answers. So when you do the rebate or probate thing, and you do this whole avenue there, none of us know what that's going to generate. Right. So you have to make your best educated guess to set a target, and your best educated guess to set activities and commit to it and stick to it. Most people go, I don't know, so they don't ever set the target, and you can't hit a target that doesn't exist.